Good morning, children. Hope you have done your test well and everyone is doing good at home. Children, please complete your homework then and there. Don't miss the homework and please perform your test sincerely. Don't do it as namesake. And till my last session I completed about the regeneration, all asexual reproduction I have completed. Now I am going to discuss about sexual reproduction. So what is mean by sexual reproduction? It is nothing but, you know very well, you learnt in your lower classes itself, sexual reproduction is nothing but fusion of male and female gamete. The process is called fertilization and the product of fertilization is called zygote. Zygote undergo mitotic cell division and form an embryo. Embryo develop into young one. This is what a consequence of sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. One is male parent, another one is female parent. Sexual reproduction involves the fusion of male and female gamete to form a diploid zygote, which develop into a new organism. It leads to a genetic variation. The types of sexual reproduction seen in animals are syncamy and conjugation. There are two types of fertilization seen in animals. One is syncamy, another one is conjugation. What is syncamy? The fusion of two haploid gametes takes place to produce a diploid zygote is called syncamy. That is, you note the things, children. Fusion of two gamete, male and female gamete. The fusion of two haploid gametes produce a diploid zygote by a process syncamy. Okay. Depending upon the place where fertilization takes place, it is of two types, external fertilization and internal fertilization. So from the word itself you can understand what is mean by external fertilization, what is mean by internal fertilization. External fertilization, external means outside, internal means inside, that is fertilization takes place outside the body is called external fertilization. Fertilization takes place inside the body is called internal fertilization. Let us see, children, this is a differentiation question, or it can have as 2 mark question or 3 mark question. Syncamy as also 2 mark question. Depending upon the place where the fertilization takes place, it is of two types. In external fertilization, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body of female organism. So, you know very well, fertilization takes place in the female body only, not in the male body. If a fertilization taken place outside the female body, external fertilization. And next one, example for external fertilization, sponges, fishes and amphibians. In internal fertilization, the fusion of male and female gametes takes place within the body of female organism. Example, reptiles, aves and mammals. Okay. So, in do you know, you have a power of regeneration, that is sponge when macerated and squeezed through fine silk cloth, the cluster of cells pass through and these can regenerate new sponges. This technique is used for cultivation of sponges. See, there is a power of regeneration. You know very well what is mean by regeneration. So, sponges exhibit the power of regeneration. In regeneration of sponges, when we squeeze the sponges with a fine silk cloth, it passes a thread-like structures and these threads can regenerate into a new sponges, and this technique we are using for cultivation of sponges. Then different kinds of syncamy. You know very well what is mean by syncamy. Yes, syncamy means fusion of two gametes. Okay, that is called what? Two haploid gametes are called syncamy. So autogamy. What is different kinds of syncamy? Autogamy, the male and female gamete are produced by the same cell or same organisms and both the gamete fuse together to form a zygote. Okay. Autogamy, the male and female gametes produced by the same cell or same organism. Okay, and both the gamete fuse together to form a zygote, and this is called autogamy. Example for autogamy is actinoparium and paramecium. Exogamy, the male and female gametes are produced by different parents and they fuse to form a zygote. So, it is called biparental. Okay, VR belongs to biparental. So, male gamete produced by the male organism, female gamete produced by the female organism, and the zygote formation taken place. Okay, it is a biparental. Bi means two parent, and the human, dioecious or unisexual animal. Then hologamy. Hologamy, lower organisms, sometimes the entire mature organisms do not form gametes, but they themselves behave as gametes. And the fusion of such mature individual is known as hologamy. Example, trichonympha. That is what the thing they are trying to say. சில lower organismத்தில் அவங்க வந்துட்டு lower organism will not produce gametes. Then how they reproduce means அந்த ஆர்கானிசமே கேமெட்டாக ஆக்ட் பண்ணிக்கும். Whole organism act as a gamete and fuse. Male organism form a male gamete, female organism form a female gamete, and fusion takes place. This is called what? Hologamy. Example, trichonympha. So, that is what very interesting. And next one is pedogamy. It is the sexual union of young individual produced immediately after the division of the adult parent cells by mitosis. Pedogamy means what? Sexual union of young individuals produced immediately after the division of the adult parent cells by mitosis. Okay. So, when the adult parent divide by mitosis and produce the young individuals. So, that is called what? Pedogamy. Merogamy, the fusion of small sized and morphologically different gametes is called merogamy. Small sized and morphologically different gametes fusion is called merogamy. Then isogamy, the fusion of morphological and physiological identical gametes is called isogamy. Example, monocystis. The fusion of morphological and iso means what? Same. The fusion of morphological and physiological identical gametes is called isogamy. Example, monocystis. And isogamy, the fusion of dissimilar gametes. Okay. So, morphologically, physiologically dissimilar gametes. Ours is what? Anisogamy, because male gamete is in one structure, female gamete in another structure. So, this fusion of two dissimilar gametes is called anisogamy. Anisogamy occurs in higher animals, but it is customary to use the term fertilization instead of anisogamy or syncamy. So, it is taken place in the higher invertebrates and all invertebrates. So, in most of the vertebrates, anisogamy type of fusion only taken place. And conjugation. So, there are two types of fusion of gametes, isn't it? Fertilization, one is syncamy, another one is conjugation. Syncamy means what? Fusion of two male and that is two gametes, two haploid gametes, male and female gametes. In that syncamy, different types of syncamy also we have discussed, that is autogamy, hologamy, pedogamy, merogamy, isogamy, anisogamy, all we discussed. And now we are going to see another type of fertilization called conjugation. Conjugation is the temporary union of two individuals of the same species. Okay, nothing but here there is not a permanent fusion, temporary fusion of two individuals of the same species. During their union, both individuals called the conjugants exchange a certain amount of nuclear material and then get separated. Conjugation is common among ciliates. Example, Paramecium, Vorticella and bacteria. So, you understood clearly here, children. It is a fusion of gametes, syncamy. Temporary union of two individuals of the same species are called conjugation. So, then here in conjugation, when two animals of the same species unite, they exchange their genetic material from one to another, and after exchange that they separate from each other. So that's what the union is temporary. Example for conjugation is Paramecium, Verticilla and bacteria. Next one is interesting thing, various phases of life cycle. So see, it is very interesting children. Your childhood phase, அப்புறம் என்ன சொல்ல adolescent and then after that middle age, after that adult age, அப்புறம் old age, like that various phases of life cycle we have seen in our life, isn't it? So here as per a scientific reason, organism have three phases. One is juvenile phase, reproductive phase and senescent phase. That's all. What is juvenile vegetative phase? Juvenile phase, otherwise called as vegetative phase, is the period of growth between the birth of the individual up to reproductive maturity. These all definition children. What is juvenile phase, reproductive phase, senescent phase, all are 2 mark question. And you can have as a differentiate also. Differentiate juvenile phase from the reproductive phase, differentiate reproductive phase from senescent phase, like that. Okay. So juvenile phase means what is a period of growth between the birth of the individual up to reproductive maturity. Then next, what about a reproductive phase? During reproductive phase or maturity phase, organisms reproduce and their offspring reach maturity period. On the basis of, okay, this is what a reproductive phase. During this phase, organism reproduce and the offspring reach maturity period. On the basis of time breeding, animals are of two types. Okay, classify animals based on the time of breeding. Okay, we can classify animals into two types based on the breeding time. One is seasonal breeders, another one is continuous breeders. Seasonal breeders reproduce at a particular period of the year, such as frog, lizard, most birds and deers, etc. So it will not reproduce at any period of life, any period of the year. It will reproduce only in a particular season only. So the animals which are reproduced seasonally, and it is called seasonal breeders. And some animals, they reproduce continue throughout their sexual maturity, so they are called continuous breeders. Example, honeybees, poultry, rabbit, etc. So this what differentiation between seasonal breeders and continuous breeders. Next one is senescent phase, begins at the end of reproductive phase. Senescent phase we are going to discuss. That is, it begins at the end of reproductive phase when regeneration sets in the structure and functions of the body. So this is what phases of life cycle. Here in this paragraph you have as a 5 mark question, what are the different phases of life cycle discussed, or in the form of differentiation, in the form of definition, you will get a question, children. Note it. And next, the new topic, parthenogenesis. The new topic which we are entering is what parthenogenesis. What is parthenogenesis? Usually, how the young ones are produced in sexually reproducing animals? Yes, of course, by fusion of male and female gamete only. That means after fertilization only the egg is developed into young one. That's what usual thing. Then what about parthenogenesis? In parthenogenesis, egg developed into young one without fertilization. Egg developed into young one without the act of fertilization. That is called what? Parthenogenesis. That means unfertilized egg develop into young one. In simple form we can speak. Development of an egg into a complete individual without fertilization is known as parthenogenesis. Definition 2 mark question. For who first discovered the process parthenogenesis? Charles Bonnet in 1745. Parthenogenesis is of two main types. What are the two types? Natural parthenogenesis and artificial parthenogenesis. In certain animals, parthenogenesis occurs regularly, constantly and naturally in their life cycle and is known as natural parthenogenesis. In certain animals, parthenogenesis occurs regularly, constantly, naturally without the stimulation of any artificial manner, and this is called natural parthenogenesis. See here in do you know paragraph, you have types of natural parthenogenesis. There are 3 types of natural parthenogenesis: Arnautoki, Thaliatoki and Amphistochi. What is mean by Arnautoki? In this type, only males are produced by parthenogenesis. If males are produced by parthenogenesis, it is called Arnautoki. Example, honeybees. Thaliatoki, females are produced by parthenogenesis. Example, Solenobia. Amphi means what? Two, both. That is both that in this type parthenogenetic egg may develop into individual of any sex. It may be the egg developed into either as male or female. Example, apis. This is a very important things. Please children, 3 mark question, note it. And about natural parthenogenesis, I said no, that is without stimulation, naturally, constantly the egg developed into young one without fertilization is called what? Natural parthenogenesis. And natural parthenogenesis may be of 2 types, that is complete and incomplete. What is complete parthenogenesis? Complete parthenogenesis is the only form of reproduction in certain animals, and there is no biparental sexual reproduction. That is only parthenogenesis is the method of reproduction in complete parthenogenesis. No other type of reproduction will be seen in those animals. That is what? Complete parthenogenesis. There are no male organism, and so such individuals are represented by females only. So complete parthenogenesis animals only female only. There is no male in male animals have seen in the complete parthenogenesis. Incomplete parthenogenesis is found in some animals in which both sexual reproduction also takes place, parthenogenesis also takes place. Sexual reproduction means what? Egg developed into young one after fertilization. Parthenogenesis, egg developed into young one without fertilization. That's what difference. In example, honeybees. Fertilized egg develop into queen and workers, and whereas unfertilized egg develop into drones, that is male. That is in honeybee, unfertilized egg, that is males are developed by parthenogenesis, and female and queen bees and worker bees are developed by sexual reproduction. So then in pedogenetic parthenogenesis, what is pedogenesis or pedogenetic parthenogenesis? The larvae produce a new generation of larvae by parthenogenesis. Larvae produce new generation larvae by parthenogenesis. Okay, actually larvae develop into mature one, but here the larvae produce new generation of larvae by a process of parthenogenesis, and this type of parthenogenesis is called pedogenesis. It occurs in the sporocyst and radia larvae of liver fluke. So pedogenesis example, sporocyst and radia larva of liver fluke. It is also seen in the larva of some insects, example gall fly. Then next one is artificial parthenogenesis, that is the unfertilized egg is induced to develop into a complete individual by physical or chemical stimuli. Example annelid and sea urchin. Here you can have a many different kinds of question, children. What is parthenogenesis? Mention the type. What is natural parthenogenesis? Then differentiate natural parthenogenesis, artificial parthenogenesis. What is complete parthenogenesis, natural parthenogenesis, incomplete parthenogenesis? Define pedogenetic parthenogenesis, and what are the types of define natural parthenogenesis, and explain the various types of natural parthenogenesis. Like that, different types of questions you can have today's session. That's all, children. It's getting over. Actually, as per the old syllabus, you have as oviparous animal, viviparous animal, ovoviviparous animal. That's all not discussed here, children. So the lesson gets over with this parthenogenesis. And today's homework, yes, of course, sexual reproduction to parthenogenesis. Today what I have taught for you, complete thing you learn and keep it ready, because this is a very important topic for you. Many questions you can have from this in conjugation, zinc-ame, many different types of zinc-ame, and phases of life, juvenile phase, reproductive phase, senescent phase, and parthenogenesis types, all very important thing. please complete it and keep. Okay, this today's portion, entire portion what I taught you is a homework for your children. Complete and keep, and I'll see you in my next class. Okay, bye.